Did America really have a coin worth only half a cent? The answer is yes. Can you imagine using a coin valued at only half a cent today? I mean, think about it. When was the last time you used a penny? I get pennies all the time, but I never spend them. They get thrown into a change jar, and then once in a while I take them down to the local Coinstar machine and convert them to Amazon gift cards. My kids haven't used real money in a long time, paper or metal. It's always Venmo, PayPal, or some other electronic form of payment. So if we don't need a penny, why would we have ever needed a half cent? Well, actually, half cents were once a very important part of America's coinage system. Here's why. Back in the colonial days, and before the U.S. Mint began making American coins in 1793, change in circulation consisted primarily of Spanish coins, particularly those made in Mexico and the other Spanish colonies in the Americas. The Spanish 8 reales, or piece of 8, was one of the most important coins in circulation in the colonial era and even up until 1857, when it was still legal tender. They called it the piece of 8 because it was made up of 8 1 real coins, which were in turn nicknamed bits. If you do the math and divide $1 by 8, you get 12.5 cents for each real or bit. Now here's something that's going to sound really familiar. If you've ever heard the cheer, 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits a dollar at a high school football game, the reference is actually to a Spanish colonial 8 reales. 2 bits is a quarter, 4 bits is a half dollar, 6 bits is 75 cents, and $1 is 8 reales. So you can see there's really nothing new under the sun. Now in reality, there was never any 6-bit coin, but there was a 1 bit. So the cheer should go really like this. 1 bit, 2 bits, 4 bits a dollar, all for coin collecting, stand up and holler. In practical use, the 1 bit or 1 real coin was the one that created the need for a half cent. Now remember, the 1 bit was worth 12.5 cents. So every time you used one back in those days, there would have been a half cent given in change. For example, if a merchant had something that cost 20 cents and you paid for it with a 1 bit coin, you would receive 7.5 cents in change. 20 cents minus 12.5 is 7.5 cents. Now think about this. That would have been 7 large cents and a half cent in change, or how about a half dime, 2 large cents and a half cent? Pretty cool, huh? Half cents were actually fairly large coins. They're roughly the size of today's U.S. quarters. At first they weighed 104 grains, but the weight was later reduced to 84 grains. This is roughly 1.75 times the weight of a copper Lincoln cent. Over time, because of inflation and the rising cost of copper, the half cent was used less and less. Now in 1857, the mint converted to the much smaller Flying Eagle cent, and at that point, the half cent was discontinued and became obsolete. Half cents were made from 1793 to 1857, with some exceptions. No half cents were made in 1798, 1799, 1801, from 1812 to 1824, in 1827, 1830, and from 1837 to 1848. Now, special proof versions were made for collectors in 1831, 1836, and from 1840 to 1848, and in most of the subsequent years. Now, the proof versions are all very, very rare and valuable today. Design types on the half cents included the Liberty Cap, facing left in 1793 and facing right from 1794 to 1797. The drape bust type that was issued from 1800 to 1808, the classic head type issued from 1809 to 1836, and the braided hair type which was issued from 1840 to 1857. Today, the lowly half cent is considered an attractive and popular coin, mostly because of the unusual denomination and the low mintages of most dates. Check out your red books and look at the mintages for most half cents. They are really, really low, and in my opinion, they represent one of the best values in American numismatics if you think about the cost relative to the rarity. Now you know a little bit more about this unusual, obsolete American coin. In future videos, I'll be talking about other obsolete American coins, such as the 20-cent piece, the $3 gold piece, the $4 gold piece, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that when new videos pop up, you'll be the first to know. Thanks for watching. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what your favorite American coin is, and ask any questions you might have about numismatics and coin collecting in general. Till next time, have fun, and we'll see you then.